In this film, Münir Nurettin Selçuk is at your age. Do you want to be friends with him? Friends, I am Münir Nurettin Selçuk. I'm a Turkish composer and music teacher. Would you like to know me better? I was born in 1900s in Istanbul. My father is Mehmet Avni Nurettin Bey, and my mother is Fatma Hanife Hanım. My father was a professor at the Faculty of Theology at Istanbul University. He was also giving French lessons at Kadıköy High School. I grew up in a well-mannered, wealthy and art-loving family. At a very young age, the beauty of my voice attracted the attention of those around me. I got my first music lessons from my father, who was an amateur musician. After graduating from Beyazıt Primary School and Soğukçeşme Rüştiye, I studied at Kadıköy Numune School. Then I continued to Darul Elhan. My family wanted me to study agriculture. That's why they sent me to Hungary. However, I wanted to complete my music education and returned to my country in 1917. During this period, I was playing football at Fenerbahçe Sports Club. One day, Mustafa Kemal came to visit our club. In this way, I had the opportunity to meet him. After returning from Hungary, I took lessons from famous music masters. I started composing in 1920 by composing Tevfik Fikret's poem Bu Bir Teranedir. After the proclamation of the Republic, the Presidential Music Committee was established in Ankara. I did my military service here as a first lieutenant. I was in Atatürk's entourage until 1926. I wanted to continue my music studies freely. In 1926, I returned to Istanbul after getting permission from Atatürk. I started working at a record company. By the way, I was well known in the music world. I wanted to get a higher education. For this purpose, I went to Paris in 1927. I studied vocal training and piano at the Paris Conservatory. I returned to my country in 1928. I combined Western music genres such as opera and tango with Turkish music. My first solo concert in 1930 attracted great attention and aroused admiration. My plaque record work continued. I also gave concerts at home and abroad. I composed for some musicals. I took part in several musicals as leading actor between 1938 and 1950. After 1940, my work and composition gained momentum. In 1942, I started to work at the Istanbul Municipality Conservatory. When my concerts abroad increased, I had to leave my job at the conservatory. However, I was later invited back to teach. The period I worked here was the heyday of the conservatory. The concerts we gave every fortnight on Sunday morning attracted great attention. We sang many songs to our listeners during these concerts that were broadcasted live on Istanbul radio. My close friend Yahya Kemal Beyatlı played an important role in composition. Istanbul in his poems gained new meanings with my compositions. I have composed many of Yahya Kemal's poems. Two of the most well-known are called Precious Istanbul and We Are on the Horizon of the Evening of No Return. My biggest source of inspiration when I compose was to see green areas, the sea and the sunset all together. I loved music so much that I never thought of pursuing another profession in my life. I tried to combine traditional and contemporary understandings in Turkish music. In this way, I became one of the most loved and exemplary artists of the period. I have trained many students. Among these students was Ayhan Işık, one of the famous actors of Turkish cinema. I was seen as the person who raised Turkish music. I have a great role in the recognition and the prevalence of Turkish music. Dear children, I had a life filled with music. I thought that music had a vital place in human life. Why don't you get a musical instrument and start working? You will find it very enjoyable. If you work hard, you can compose your own compositions too.